Thank you very much for spending part of your time with us. This is One-on-One for this day with Mr. Femi Okuno. Please go ahead. You were trying to establish...
Federal system of government was established in 1954, but federalism died in 1979 under Obasanjo.
It died
in 1979. It died with the 1979 Constitution, when Nigeria effectively became under a system of government.
How did that happen?
Very well. Now, 54 at the 1960 Constitution, and Nigerian leaders of various political parties took part in London Conference in 1957, 1958. I was in the Nigerian, the youth pressure group, Nigerian Union of Great Britain and Ireland at that time. I was the president by 59 to 60. The federal system of government remained intact. Major functions of government were given to the regions, and federal government was limited only to those functions in the exclusive legislative state, exclusive to the federal government, like foreign affairs, like defense, like army, like central bank, like currency, like immigration, exclusive to federal government. No interference by any state governments, which is okay under federalism. That's what federalism is all about. Any item not in the exclusive legislative list became residual, and all residual functions of government, like housing, like land, are exclusively for the states. Okay? The revenue allocation at that time for northern region, for example, with cotton, with groundnuts and so on, any profit from the sale of these products within your region, 50% went to the region of origin. The remaining 50% is shared by 20% by the federal government and 30% in the distributive pool. That remained the system until 1979, when it was abolished. Western region enjoyed profits from cocoa, from rubber, from timber. Now, timber, when Midwest was created in 1963, enjoyed 50%. Incidentally, under Gawan, both river states, and Delta Smith is still alive, he was a governor, enjoyed 50% revenue from oil. And Ogbemudia, as governor of Midwestern states, enjoyed 50% revenue from oil, from petroleum. In '63, there was a Republican constitution, and just changing from governor general to president, that sort of
nomenclature
yeah. Sort of thing. Otherwise, 63 constitutions basically the same. Now, in 1970, against the advice of the Constitutional Drafting Committee set up by Murtala, and I was one of the 50 on that committee to draft the new constitution for Nigeria. In 1970, revenue power was transferred exclusively to the federal government.
Is that when our problem
no more 50%, all the revenue in one pot. The federal government, which used to receive 20% under the Constitution for itself, now acquired all. And every year, through the Parliament, the National Assembly, the federal government will decide on what share of the 100% revenue will go to the states. That was the death knell of federalism. It had control of finance. That's the federalism died under Olusegun Obasanjo.
So you know that there's this clamor, a very loud clamor now, for true federalism. What is your take on that?
I've done a study recently of all the constitutions. Clifford, Richards, Littleton, the 60, the 63, the 79, and 99. I used to think that it wasn't necessary for us to have a constituent assembly to look at, you know, the functions of the government, because the power is in the legislative lists. Who holds power and who holds power of finance? And I've come to the conclusion that Nigeria needs to meet again, to sit down again, and leaders to sit down again and go back to 1963 Constitution, which guaranteed federal system of government. 79 takes all. So the power of finance, power of money, is under the full control of the federal government. That's why you have governors lining up in the ministry, federal ministry of finance, every now and then to beg with the begging bowl, to beg for money. They have no power, they have no right.
Raba, 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 raba.